What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Dummy Tech Talks. Instead of Trevor today, we have our buddy Jordan.
A little skinnier.
And he's going to be building a computer. This is his new computer.
That's what he thinks.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing it.
I'm just saying, I'm here for you, you know? This is
his old one. It's fairly old. It's, what, 6 years or something like that?
2016, so
okay, yeah, about
you
6
guys
years
do
old.
math at home.
It doesn't work well anymore. It's got an R9 380 in it, and I know that, and I don't even, an 8350 CPU. So yeah, AM3 and DDR3. So time to upgrade. So it's actually a very substantial upgrade. He wanted to go AM4, but still a very good CPU. This is a Ryzen 5 3600. This one's a 6-core, 12-thread, which is perfect, especially if you're going to be doing, like you said, homework and gaming, things like that.
Yeah.
With that, we're going to be pairing this RTX 3070. Oh, it's over there.
Oh, yeah.
So this RTX 3070 over there,
it's
fantastic. I have a 3070 in mine. Does just fine. And again, he's playing on 1080p anyway, so should be able to pretty much max anything out. He is going to substitute the stock cooler out for this Hyper 212 RGB. He actually has a Hyper 212 Evo in this one, and it did really well, so he wanted to just keep going with that, I suppose.
That's
and some RGB. Why not? It's a computer. In this day and age, you gotta have some RGB. He's gonna use all the drives out of here, but also throw in this NVMe drive.
Oh yeah.
Some RGB Vengeance Pro RAM by Corsair. The
Vengeance Pro sounds like it's got a bite.
Yeah, right. There is some slightly better stuff out there, but this is a very good kit. It's actually the same kit I have in both of my computers, but I do have the 3600 megahertz. This is only 3200 megahertz. Not that big of a deal. Room for improvement if you wanted to throw some faster RAM in there later. Very good kit.
Upgrade, folks.
Shouldn't fail you. You're good on that. Yeah. All this is going to be powered by this 750 watt bequiet straight power 11. It's an 80 plus volt power supply, so it's going to be good too. It's going to be reliable. Shouldn't have any problems there. It should be more than powerful enough to power everything here.
Unless the house burns down.
In that case, you got a lot more problems.
Yeah, just hold on your pants and pray.
All of these items are going to be hooked up into this B550 motherboard by MSI.
What is MSI?
I obviously didn't look at all this stuff beforehand. MSI, it's just a brand. They're a good brand. All these components are going to be thrown into this Lian Lancool 215 case. I personally never built in one of these. They look really cool, and I know Lian is a good brand, especially for cases. So we should be in good hands here. Should have some fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to learn, to grow my knowledge of this tech, and you know, if you gotta, you know, in the words of Captain Jack Sparrow, in order to find where you're going, you've got to get lost. So we're gonna get lost and find our way back.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
love it. Well. Alright, so we went over all this stuff, but I forgot to mention all of that stuff on the corner of the table. That's actually for another video, a multi-part video, so don't forget to get subscribed so you can watch us build, so you can watch Trevor build a 3D printed RC car. ready to have the first boot with everything on?
Yeah, let's just hope this thing doesn't explode like a homemade bomb.
I don't think there's anything combustible in it.
Just our hopes and dreams.
Power's on. Whenever you're ready. You got this power button.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the whole key to this thing.
Woo, that's a good sign. I do actually have a keyboard this time, so we'll be able to probably just gonna try to probably boot into the operating system.
Is that good, bad, ugly?
We'll change the boot order.
The boot. Man, this is more quiet than a dead church mouse.
Yeah, it sounds good. It's really nice.
Oh. I can take a nap on Sunday night.
Go.
There we go.
Alright. Well, we're back where we were before, but now I can actually navigate through and look at stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'll have to be over where you are to do that.
But so do an official handshake just for the press. There we go.
Here. Let me come over here, and then we'll do that.
You do the magic.
We'll do that peel
and I'll just touch things.
All right. So, sorry, tough to see. This is all the stuff that was in it, by the way. So obviously, CPU is showing it's Ryzen 5 3600.
It's a little dust.
Oh yeah, this keyboard I just pulled it out in like storage. So it is what it is. So we will have to change some RAM frequencies. Actually, we should be able to just enable the XMP profile here in a minute. Storage. The XMP profile will just max your RAM out to 3200 megahertz, which is what the frequency is.
So doing that basically would just pump up the power.
It'll make it slightly faster.
Okay.
Actually, significantly, because right now it's at 2133 and we want 3200.
What's the average, or what should be the average?
Well, for this particular kit, for RAM, it is 3200. That's what you want it to sit at for, because I know you don't probably want to go in and start trying to overclock it and things like that. And then you run into problems.
Overclocking for me is like walking into a store of velvet. It's great, looks great, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Fair enough. But they're both showing 2 and 4.
Okay.
So A2 and B2, which is how we wanted it. Both 8 gigs, which is fantastic. All 16 gigs. I went too far. Storage. All right, we've got all 3 drives now. We've got the M.2, which is the NVMe drive. That's a 1 terabyte. We've got the 3 terabyte Hitachi hard drive. Yes. That was salvaged from his old computer. Right. So was the SATA Corsair Force LE SSD. That's only 240 gigabytes, so I'm sure that's your operating system. We didn't know which one was which, so
yeah, we were
confused. It's gotta be it. So, this thing's really great. Sorry. Should have dusted it off first. That's really everything you need to know. I mean, motherboard, B550 Tomahawk.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, has a
2.5
and 1 gig port Ethernet ports. So there's 2 Ethernet ports. One's 2.5 gig, the other is a 1 gig port. That's pretty cool.
What do you say?
Anyway, while we're sitting here, you wanna do that peel?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the peel point. I was gonna say, you just peel something, you know.
Just not an orange.
They say it's more attractive, but when I do it, you know, field of Georgia with the peach, no one comes around. But here I am.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Ta-da! This CPU, that motherboard, and that GPU and RAM for that have all never been used before. To make sure that there's not a DOA, dead on arrival, part, we went ahead and did a test boot before we installed everything in the case, because if you imagine installing everything in the case, getting the whole build complete, hitting that power button, and nothing.
Yep.
Or just fan spin, or who knows what.
Just like my dreams.
It's a good idea to do that too. Yeah. And this case has RGB built in that he can actually control these fans with his motherboard software.
Should we hit the button?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you hit the button.
Well, I don't know what the button does.
I'm just gonna change those fans. It should. Yeah.
Is there like a setting that it runs different colors all the way through, or you just?
I have no idea. I didn't read the
manual. Oh, look at this! Check this out.
Yeah, I see it from this side. Oh,
yeah.
This is a nice case.
Yeah, this is the setting right here.
This is a pretty large case.
Dang.
And it's got like magnetic dust filters and dust filter underneath for the power supply, and
it's got all
nice mesh front. So pull tons of airflow with these 200mm fans.
Just as long as your alcohol husband doesn't kick this, you're all right.
Yeah. Don't let that happen.
That'll be bad.
So all in all, a great build, lots of fun.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be a heck of a lot better than the one you had. We're going to get all the drivers installed and do the boring stuff.
And what can you use this PC for?
Anything.